Butterflies aren't just delicate garden decorations. Some species drink blood, others survive brutal winters, and a few migrate further than most birds. Much of what people believe about butterflies is simply wrong. They're old myths that never seem to go away. Here are 20 real and amazing facts and misconceptions about butterflies, all backed by science. 1. Butterflies taste with their feet. Butterflies don't have taste buds in their mouths, like we do. Instead, their feet are packed with chemoreceptors. The moment they land on a leaf or flower, they can instantly sample its chemistry. This allows them to quickly decide if it's the right plant for eating or for laying eggs. Some female butterflies will tap and walk around on leaves for several minutes before making a decision. 2. There's a common myth that butterflies only live for one day. This myth is persistent, but most butterflies have a lifespan of at least a week, and some can survive for months. Monarch butterflies, for example, are the champions of longevity, especially the migratory generation, which can live up to 9 months. People often confuse the short adult stage with the entire life cycle, forgetting about the weeks spent as eggs, caterpillars, and pupae. 3. Butterflies see colors humans can't, even ultraviolet. To us, a flower might look simple, but to a butterfly, it's a psychedelic display. Flowers often have bold ultraviolet markings, invisible to humans, that act as runway lights for pollinators. This supervision helps butterflies find the best nectar sources, and is one reason some flowers are shaped or patterned the way they are. 4. Some butterflies drink blood, sweat, and tears. The vampire butterflies of South America have been seen sipping blood from wounds on animals, including turtles and even humans. Many more species land on animals or people to drink sweat or tears, seeking out salt and minerals they can't find in nectar. In some rainforests, you'll see dozens of butterflies crowding around mud puddles or even dung, all in pursuit of vital nutrients. Number 5. Some people believe that touching a butterfly's wings will kill it. Butterfly wings are delicate and covered in tiny, colorful scales that rub off easily. While rough handling can make flying harder by damaging the wings or removing too many scales, a single gentle touch won't kill a butterfly. However, it's always best to admire them without touching, since repeated handling can do real harm over time. 6. Monarch butterflies migrate further than any other butterfly. Monarchs travel from Canada and the northern United States all the way to the mountains of central Mexico, crossing up to 3,000 miles. What's even more incredible is that this journey takes multiple generations to complete. No single monarch makes the full round trip. Each new generation picks up where the last left off, guided by instinct and environmental cues. 7. Butterflies use the sun and Earth's magnetic field to navigate. Recent research shows that monarchs and some other migrators have both a solar compass and a magnetic sense. They use the angle of the sun as well as cues from the planet's magnetic field to stay oriented, even on cloudy days or when migrating at dawn and dusk. This dual navigation system is rare among insects. 8. Butterfly wings are made up of thousands of tiny overlapping scales. Each wing is like a living mosaic, with scales arranged in layers to create intricate patterns and colors. Some scales bend light, producing iridescent blues or greens, while others contain pigments for reds, oranges, and blacks. If you ever see a powdery residue after handling a butterfly, you've seen these scales up close. 9. There's a common belief that butterflies and moths are completely different animals. While butterflies and moths do have differences, like butterflies' clubbed antennae and generally daytime habits, they both belong to the order Lepidoptera. There are even day-flying moths and dull-colored butterflies, so the line between them is not as clear as you might think. If you're still watching, please support by liking this video and commenting your top butterfly fact. 10. Not all caterpillars turn into butterflies. Some caterpillars grow up to be moths instead. Only species classified as butterflies produce the adult butterflies we recognize, while the rest will become moths. This confusion is common, especially for garden caterpillars, but the transformation depends on the species, not the caterpillar's shape or color. 11. Butterflies drink with a long, flexible tube called a proboscis. Unlike most insects, butterflies can't bite or chew. Their mouthparts fuse to form a proboscis, a straw-like tube that uncoils to sip nectar, fruit juice, and sometimes tree sap. When not feeding, the proboscis stays tightly coiled under their head. 12. Butterflies are cold-blooded and depend on the sun for energy. They can't generate their own body heat, so they need to bask in sunlight to raise their temperature. If it's too cold or cloudy, butterflies become sluggish or even immobile. Early mornings are spent sunbathing with wings wide open, soaking up every possible ray. 13. A lot of people assume all butterflies are harmless. Some caterpillars are armed with stinging hairs or venomous spines that can cause rashes or pain if touched. Even as adults, certain butterfly species retain toxins from the plants they ate as caterpillars, making them unpalatable or even dangerous for birds and small mammals. 14. Butterflies communicate with pheromones and even vibrations. Male butterflies often release unique chemical scents from special scales on their wings, which can attract females from long distances. Some species also use wing vibrations or dances to signal courtship or territory to other butterflies. 15. Some butterflies are masters of disguise. The dead leaf butterfly, for example, folds its wings and becomes almost invisible among fallen leaves. Others display patterns that mimic the eyes of birds or snakes, startling predators just long enough to escape. 16. Butterflies play a role in pollination, but are not the most efficient pollinators. While bees and flies do the heavy lifting in most ecosystems, butterflies are important for some flowers, especially those that are wide and flat. They help transfer pollen between plants and are essential for the reproduction of certain wildflowers. 17. Some butterflies can detect sound with their wings or body. Species like the greater wax moth have evolved ears at the base of their wings that allow them to pick up ultrasonic sounds from hunting bats. This unique adaptation gives them a chance to evade nighttime predators, a rare trait among insects. 18. Butterflies can remember specific places and even learn from experience. They're not just drifting randomly. Studies show butterflies can remember the location of high-quality flowers and will return to them for food. Some species can even learn to associate certain colors or patterns with rewards. 19. Butterflies are found on every continent except Antarctica. From icy mountain slopes to steamy tropical forests, butterflies have adapted to a staggering range of environments. Some live at elevations over 16,000 feet, while others thrive in deserts, grasslands, and city parks. Number 20. There are over 20,000 known species of butterfly, and new ones are still being discovered. Scientists regularly find new butterfly species in remote jungles and even in urban gardens. This diversity means that there's always something new to learn, even for experts who've studied butterflies for decades. Butterflies are stranger, tougher, and more fascinating than most people realize. If you know a butterfly fact or myth I missed, share it in the comments. And if you want more animal oddities and nature's weirdest stories, check out the next video.